What if I told you that flooding your website with AI content could backfire completely? One business thought that publishing over 200 AI-generated pages would skyrocket their rankings, but the results? Let's just say that Google had other plans. Stick around, because today we're diving into why AI-generated service area pages might not be the magic bullet you think they are, and how to avoid the biggest pitfalls of using AI at scale. In a previous video, I talked about how ChatGPT is actually fantastic for writing service area pages. Often, the content on the service area pages is quite similar. So naturally, it makes sense to use AI here. But it begs the question of how much is too much? And more importantly, is Google penalizing AI content?
Before we get to that, I just want to explain what exactly we're talking about when we say service area pages, because it's a term we use a lot in local SEO, and I want to make sure our audience knows what we're talking about. So I have an example here from a roofer, and they serve a large number of cities. They'll come out and help you with your roof, regardless if you live in Denver or if you live in one of the surrounding cities. So for a lot of businesses, what they do is they create a page for each city that they service. That page's goal is to rank for the service in the city that they are targeting. So in this case, they want to rank for people who are searching for roofers in Denver. And they will usually have things on the page targeting Denver that talk about what types of customers they have helped in that area, maybe reviews from those customers, and a description of what the jobs were. So this is something we commonly see with a lot of small businesses where they can go and meet customers, or they just have customers coming to them from a variety of towns or cities.
Awesome. So if these still work, I should go create 1,000 of them and rank all over Google, right?
Well, that's often what most business owners will say to me. The thing is, I'm not a big fan of anything at scale when it comes to SEO. You've probably heard me say that on other videos. But we worked with a business who didn't agree with me and was determined to make this work. So they went out and using AI, they published 200 to 300 pages all at once for all these different towns in their state. And they really thought that this was going to be the massive thing that just made their traffic soar from Google.
So what happened?
Not much. We didn't even notice any visible increases in traffic the date that they launched these. So you can kind of see here in Search Console that there is no spike in traffic, which you would definitely expect to see after launching this many new pages. And the reason why is these pages didn't rank anywhere because the majority of them weren't even in Google's index. So the only metric that really went up here was the number of non-indexed pages. That definitely went up.
So do you think Google is penalizing AI content?
Google didn't penalize these pages. They just didn't index them. So Google's like, this content isn't anything unique, isn't anything we don't already have 5,000 copies of. So why in the world would we spend the resources to put it in our index? So that is the problem that we see often with this type of strategy. In order for Google to index something, it has to be different enough or unique enough for Google to want it in there. And that just wasn't the case here.
So I guess the question is, are service area pages specifically one of the things that can actually work here, but yet Google still doesn't want you doing it?
Exactly. So a lot of people do these and they're successful. And we have so many clients that we create service area pages for, and they work great. But at the end of the day, I don't think Google really wants them, right? So it works until it doesn't. Remember, we actually shared a video about a business that did this at scale. I think they had 3,000 pages and Google actually issued a manual penalty on them. That is like worst case scenario. It's like if they catch you, yeah, they really don't want you doing this. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, we did a whole video on it here.
Do you think AI at scale is worth it, or is quality more important? Let us know in the comments below. And remember, at the end of the day, Google is looking for quality over anything else, regardless of whether it's AI generated or not.